Alright, so the first of my how-to videos. Where should I start?
If you like.
Morning lovelies. So I did a beautiful crystal reading which I got lots of great confirmation on, and I'm so happy that it resonated with so many people that I thought I probably should have started with this, but I thought let's do an introduction to crystals and how to use them, how to pick them, and to recognize that you can't just use a crystal and expect it to connect with you. You actually have to spend time connecting with it. But what I wanted to start with was just kind of taking it right back to the beginning stages of where crystals come from. And the best way to do that is to just go back to basics from the point of view of the earth and the sun and where the earth gets its energy from. So basically we absorb the sun's energy and that's what goes into our food, and that's how we get energy. And so therefore, and this was beautifully said to me by one of my children from my class last year, that the sun's energy penetrates the planet. So it's like they're doing this beautiful dance of energy and collection, and that goes into the earth, and the crystals come from the earth. So any crystal that you find, that you see, any rock, any stone, any sand, any plant, comes directly from the energy of the sun and the energy of the earth. And it's such a beautiful thing if you think about it, that we can get all this beautiful source energy from such a beautiful place, which is the planet, which is the earth, and crystals embody that. So they can't possibly contain any negative energy unless that negative energy has been passed from a person and their own negative energy into that crystal. And that's why it's so important to cleanse them and so important to connect with them. So it's this beautiful raw thing that becomes connected with you, that you can use for healing, that you can use for ailments, that you can use for grounding, that you can use for multiple different things. But the point of what I'm saying is that there's nothing negative about them. And connecting with them can be such an uplifting, beautiful thing. And that's why I feel so passionate about crystals and why I love them so much, is because they're pure energy, they're source energy, they come straight from the planet. And it's like God gave us these tools that we can use to heal ourselves: plants, herbs, food, crystals, and that is source energy, and that's amazing. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about crystals and how they work and what they look like and how they can come. So I've got some cleansing tools here, but I just want to show you. So I'm just going to show you amethyst. So it's this beautiful purple crystal. This is called an amethyst geoid, and it comes looking like this. Now think about this, and this is also amethyst. This is called chevron amethyst. It's got the most beautiful chevron pattern in it. And this is exactly the same thing as this. Same purposes, same uses, same everything. But imagine the size of the geoid, or the size of the crystal that this came from, and then was broken down and tumbled. And this one's been really like damaged and beaten, and it's still beautiful. Then you look at a crystal like this, which is an amethyst point, which comes from a mass of one of these. And then you've got raw amethyst, tumbled amethyst. Amethyst can even look like this. It's where it's got like more of a clear kind of look to it, but you can see the beautiful purple striation in the middle. Okay, so basically it just shows you that the crystals can come in multiple different forms, but actually still be the same crystal. And obviously there's a belief that raw crystals have more power than a tumbled crystal, but that's not the case. Crystals are intuitive. They know you, they know your feelings, and when you connect with them, they only know what you connect with. So if you're using this to clear a room, or to clear your intentions, or to heal, that's what it's going to do. That's its purpose, and it becomes connected with that. When I cleanse crystals, I use Reiki. So Reiki is something that obviously I've been attuned to specific symbols. So I would put a symbol into it, and then I would carefully wrap my hands around it and then just connect with the crystal. I usually use my left hand because that is the receiving hand. Your right hand is for giving, the left is for receiving. So I would use my left hand to cleanse the crystal. Intuitively I do this naturally, but it is fairly important, or not, decide, it's up to you. And then there are other ways. The reason why it's so important to cleanse stones is because energy can be collected inside of them. So if somebody has given you a stone, you have to cleanse it. If you have bought a stone from a shop that's been there for a long period of time, you need to cleanse it. It needs to be cleansed because you need to connect with it yourself, and because it can contain things that are not for you. Just like you need to cleanse your furniture before it comes into your house, especially if it's been owned by somebody else. So all of that stuff has energy. All of that stuff contains energy, and energy is carried along with it. So you need to make sure that you cleanse properly. So there are multiple different ways that you can cleanse. One is water. I don't recommend using water because there are some crystals that erode after use of water over time. So eventually the crystal will break down, especially crystals like selenite, any crystal ending in an ITE, fluorite, they all break down with water. So I don't particularly enjoy using water. However, I do put a lot of the crystals that I use in my bath with me when I bath as like a cleanse or to connect with them, whatever it is that I choose at that point in time. And I intuitively just use whatever I want to. So we have incense. Incense is a great cleanser. So I would just wave it around crystals and just talk to my crystals, or the angels of God, or Gaia. Gaia, thank you for giving me these crystals. I cleanse them and connect them with myself for whatever reason that crystal's use is for. Cleanse yourself with some incense. I then use, so that's it, crystals are cleansed, done, they're ready for you. You can put them in your home or around your house, wherever you want, or you could use a singing bowl. So this is a singing bowl. It basically tones. You could even put the crystals inside to cleanse the crystal, and then the toning would clear that energy. You can use singing bowls to cleanse your home as well, and furniture. Then I have a smudge stick. Works exactly the same way as incense. Smudge sticks are very powerful because they basically dispel all what they call positive ions in the home, where they're stuck in corners or in crevices or behind bookshelves or whatever it is. The smoke actually dispels it. Having your windows open all the time is incredibly important for that. We have coarse salt. Coarse salt is great for cleansing, and this doubles up. So whatever you do with this, so you can put your crystals inside the bowl, like bury them in. If you want to, you can rest them on top. They don't have to stay here for a long period of time, maybe a couple of days. Just intuitively feel what the crystals feel like afterwards. This is great cleansing. I can already feel that these crystals are quite delighted with being in here. And I've just added some lavender, so I just chuck some lavender in. Lavender's great for many different things. And then use it as a bath soak. So chuck it in your bath as a cleanse, to cleanse yourself and your body, realign. If you've had a really bad day, this is a great way to end it. And then there's brown rice, which is also great for cleansing, or you can dig a hole and bury your stones in the earth, where they come from. So anything that's very earthy would cleanse your stones. You could have a bowl of sand inside the house that you could just put your crystals onto. I have to stress this. If somebody has given you a crystal as a gift, make sure you cleanse it. It does come with other people's energy stuck inside it. Crystals need to be cleansed at least once a month. The full moon is great for that as well. And just using them in your daily life, it can have such a profound effect. Like, I know I put lots in my bra. I wear them as jewelry. I have specific ones that I really connect with and some that I really don't. But you use them whichever way you feel is appropriate, because it's about you and it's about your intuition and about you connecting with them. So I hope this helps, and I hope this is a great how-to video. Have an awesome day. Bad he is.